So today is the first day of December 1st.
9 months of being in home, sir, and 6 months of online class, sir.
So the first day of December 2020, and we are expecting a good year next year. But still, we had a very good year this year too. The most important point is we surmounted and we survived no matter what happened, and so we thank God. Together we stand united. So the activity that we are going to have today, and from the online format we have Balaji and Prabhu Aditya. So we have 8 people today. So how many occupations I have given in there?
8, sir.
So we have 8 participants today.
Or in 5 minutes, sir. Now not sir.
And yeah, okay. We will have. Let me explain the overview of the game. The game is going to be like this. Each person will be taking an occupation. So as far as the occupation is concerned, I will give a thread line. Thread line அப்படினா அந்த occupation ஏதாவது ஒரு controversy நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்லுவேன். நீங்க அந்த controversy-யை face பண்ற ஒரு ஆளா இங்க நடிக்கணும். So cups will be kept, coins will be kept. So the person will come and sit in the chair, and when one person is acting as the celebrity who is being press conference, who is into the press conference, the other people will act as the reporters of various media. Okay, so it is like switch hand response. One person will act as a celebrity, and the same person will act as a reporter as well. So you can ask any simpler form of question, any tricky form of question, any critical form of question. But when the person finishes, I'll give a demonstration first of all. So when the person finishes, then we will know what is the kind of evaluation. So you both take notes. Hariharan, Dakshin Siddharth, Ratan, Nitish and Krishnan. I want you people to help me out in terms of arranging the evaluation cups here, just like we had in the hospital. So I'm going to give a demonstration. This Shankar Dheeraj Chodan himself was a controversial person, and we are going back to அவன் ஏன் மற்றவங்க மேலே வந்து பயங்கரமான ஒரு வெஞ்சன்ஸ் காமிக்கிறான் அப்படின்னா he was roasted when he was an ordinary kind of a editor. So this scenario, இது டெமோ கொடுத்த மாதிரி இருக்கும், இது flashback. Okay. So first வந்து it's the flashback of Shankar Dheeraj Chodan. He is waiting for all the celebrities to come. அந்த press conference உட்கார்ந்து அப்படியே யோசிக்கும் போது அந்த flashback. அந்த flashback தான் இப்போ என்னன்னா he covers Kargil 2004ல Kargil, அப்புறம் சில பொலிட்டிஷியன்ஸ், அப்புறம் சில செலிபிரிட்டிஸ், சில கிரிக்கெட் பிளேயர்ஸ், இவரை பற்றிலாம் நிறைய கான்ட்ரவர்ஷியில் எழுதி அவங்களோட மனசை ஹர்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கான். அதனால நிறைய பப்ளிக் அவுட்க்ரைல அவன் மாட்டிருக்கான். ஸோ பப்ளிக் அவுட்க்ரைல மாட்டிருக்காங்க. அது ஒரு ப்ரெஸ் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ், கண்டமிங் ப்ரெஸ் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் தான். ஓகே சார். ஸோ நீங்கள்லாம் அந்த கண்டமிங் ப்ரெஸ் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கிற ரிப்போர்ட்ஸ். ஓகே ரைட். ஸோ அப்போ தான் நான் வந்து உங்ககிட்ட வரும்போது உங்களுக்கு புரியும், நான் இதெல்லாம் வச்சு ரிலேட் பண்ணுவோம். So the online team, it's Shankar Dheeraj Chodan's flashback, and he is going to be questioned by the reporters, and the 6 people over here and you 3 people are the reporters, and this is happening in 2005. Okay, so 15 years back, when Shankar Dheeraj Chodan was just an ordinary kind of a reporter. Today he is heading a very big network channel. It is equivalent to the Times Now and the NDTV channel. But in the 15 years back, just like Pranay Roy, just like Siddharth Basu, just like Karan Thapar, and just like Simi Grewal, and just like say Salim Kaushik, Arundhati Roy, and Kushal Singh, Anand Soni.
They are the best writers.
Karan Thapar, Aditya Pancholi. Aditya Pancholi. In the very press conference people, where they were ordinary people in the field. So that's how it goes. Different.
That is not coding.
Yellow coin represents. Thanks for the announcement. very comfortable.
Welcome, sir.
So there should be one more table, right? Yeah, that's new one. Yellow coin represents answering ability. This is a press conference basically, so you need to answer, you need to have the decorum, you need to have the kind of civilized behavior, and most importantly you need to have a good posture. Carrying yourself is very important, carrying the attitude is very important. Some of the celebrities, when they answer the press conference, they show off. Some people are very natural. Like when it is Tendulkar, he does not know to show off. While Virat Kohli, he shows a lot of things. He flaunts that he has got so much of ironical thinking, ideas, flash ideas. Adana konjam boast பண்ணும். Okay, so Dhoni doesn't show off, but நிறைய பேசுவான். யாரை பத்தியும் கவலைப்படாம. இவங்க இப்படி டாஸ் ஜெயிச்சு தோனி பேட்டிங் எடுக்கணும்னு சொன்னா ரெண்டு டாஸ் ஜெயிச்சு பவுலிங் எடுத்து போட்டுருவாங்க. ஸோ அதே மாதிரி செலிபிரிட்டிஸில் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா நரேந்திர மோடி himself when he was Gujarat's chief minister, he was larger than life. பிரைம் மினிஸ்டர் ஆகணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு பேஸ் பண்ணியே இருக்கும் அவருடைய பேச்சு எல்லாமே ஸ்டீமாக இருக்கும். ஐகான்ஸ் இம்ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி பேசுவார். இந்த மாதிரி rather than the natural atmosphere of a person, every person has got a kind of a press conference disguised body language and disguised behavior. So இங்க எவ்வளவு நேச்சுரலா இருக்கமோ அந்த நேச்சுரலா இருக்கிறதுக்கான ரிவார்ட் தான் இருக்கலாம். So natural appearance is the second one. First one வந்து answering ability. Second one வந்து what is it?
Natural.
Pink வந்து as usual it is for body language, positive body language. Positive body language is represented by the pink color coin. White color coin வந்து ரொம்ப important இந்த எக்ஸசைஸ் பொறுத்தவரை. என்னன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா sticking to the role. அந்த ரோலா அந்த கதாபாத்திரமா இருக்கிறது sticking to the role. ஏன்னா அது ஒரு மார்க் ரோல் பிளே சிச்சுவேஷன்னால white color sticking to the role. As usual ஒரு காயின்ல மேக்ஸிமம் ரெண்டுனா நீங்க போடலாம்.
Okay, sir.
And blue color is press conference. Voice command is very very important. Voice lives. Voice travels. Yes.
என்னடா யார் பேச சொல்றா?
Voice travels and voice carries, and it has its own iconic element. Yeah. So voice reward. Blue coin is voice reward.
Green, sir.
And finally, green is this is a yardstick. Your overall improvement. Every person here knows. But Ritan எப்படி பேசுவான்னு மீதி இருக்கிற எல்லாத்துக்கும் தெரியும். விஸ்வத் எப்படி பேசக்கூடியவன்னு மீதி இருக்கிற எல்லாத்துக்கும் தெரியும். ஹரியரன் எப்படி மித்ரா, கல்பிதா, தக்ஷன் சுதா, கிரண், பிரபு ஆதித்யா, பாலாஜி எல்லாரும் எப்படி பேசுனாங்கன்னு எல்லாருமே பார்த்துருக்கோம். ஸோ இந்த எக்ஸசைஸில் அவங்க கிட்ட ஏதாவது இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் இருந்தால் நீங்கள்
இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் இருந்தா கொடுக்கலாம்.
ஸ்கோப் ஆஃப் இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் நெகட்டிவ்ஸ் எல்லாம் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு பியர்ஸ் அதை பண்ணவே தேவை. பிகாஸ் ஹியர் நோபடி சுப்பீரியர் தான் இருக்கு. ஸோ நல்ல இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் இருக்கு. ரெண்டு காயின் அண்ட் போனஸ். இந்த போனஸ்ல பர்பிள் போனஸ் இஸ் 1000 and blue color is 10,000 இல்லையா? So purple bonus அப்படின்னா I agree that the person should have bonus. Purple, I agree for bonus. Blue bonus கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா I very strongly recommend a bonus. Okay? Purple I recommend. Blue வந்து I very strongly recommend. ஆமா, நீங்க ரெண்டெல்லாம் கொடுக்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. Purple அப்படின்னா okay, there is a bonus. Blue அப்படின்னா oh, that's bonus ultimate.
2000
10,000 இல்ல மார்க் எழுதாது. போனஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது an ordinary bonus. இது வந்து ultimate bonus. Blue ultimate bonus. நான் ultimate bonus 2, purple bonus 2. இந்த பாச பிணைப்பெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் வேண்டாம். ஒழுங்கா ஒரு காயின் கொடுங்க. இல்ல purple ஒன்று blue ஒன்று நீங்க கொடுக்கலாம். Purple. You can give one purple and one blue. That is of course accepted. Any questions?
No.
Sir, do we compulsory need to do the bonus?
No,
That's your
no. நீ காயின்ஸ் எதுவுமே போடலைனாலும் பிரச்சனை கிடையாது. ஓகே நீ வந்து பியர் எவாலுவேஷன் நீ வந்து செலிபிரிட்டியா நீ ஒன்று எவாலுவேட் பண்ண ரத்தன் நிதிஷா எவாலுவேட் பண்ண ஸோ எந்த காயின் எவ்வளோ கொடுக்குறேங்கிறது இட்ஸ் அப்சல்யூட்லி யோர் ப்ரெரோகேட்டிவ் இட் டசன்ட் நெசசரிலி மீன் தட் யூ ஹேவ் டு கிவ் மெரிட்ஸ் அட் ஆல் இஃப் யூ டோன்ட் கிவ் மெரிட்ஸ் அட் ஆல் தட்ஸ் ஆல்சோ ஓகே பட் மெரிட்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் கூட கொடுக்காம நான் எதுவும் கொடுக்க விரும்பலன்னு இருக்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு மிருகம் வந்து எம்எஸ்சிடி செஷன்ல இருந்தாங்கன்னா
அப்படியே போட்டுருவோம் இல்லை அந்த எபிலிட்டியே பண்ணுறோம் அந்த எபிலிட்டியே பண்ணுறோம்
எபிலிட்டி இல்ல அந்த ஆட்டிடியூட் எபிலிட்டிங்கிறது முடியும் தன்மை ஆட்டிடியூட் அப்படிங்கிறது அடிப்படை என்ன இந்த லட்சணத்துல ஒரு மாசம் பிரேக் எடுக்க
முடியும் இந்த கீழே விழுகிறதுக்கு முடியாது எபிலிட்டி.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry. Great.
Oh, my papa did
When
not.
you don't have a punctuality, then how can you be the editor
I'm very sorry.
and a
Very
reporter
sorry.
of this a major company?
I apologize. I guess I apologize.
Apology is not enough.
To whom you apologize?
You keep your apologies. Okay, cool on, yes, cool on.
I apologize to everybody. I apologize
Yeah,
to.
yes.
Okay, so Mother India, this is Shankar Dheerachodan. Can I introduce myself?
Yeah,
Everybody
sure.
know you.
This is Shankar Dheerachodan, Chief Editor. Chief Editor.
What a chief editor.
Yeah.
Chief. You chief editor.
No, controversial editor.
There is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong in envisioning myself
You
as
are
a chief
not
editor.
chief editor.
Maybe in
You
the
are
2000.
controversial editor and a controversial reporter and
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
You are
Nothing
acting for
other
media.
than that.
Are you going to keep asking questions and keep interrupting me,
Yeah,
or are you going to
that's
always?
that's our job. We will do your job. Okay.
You
Can I ask
are
questions?
But forget about the introductions. We'll stay to the start of the questions. Yes, I'm open and I'm very happy. And by the way, I'm so happy to meet all you people, very elegant people. I've been reading the newspaper columns and magazines of yours. You people have to improve a lot, but still.
You
Our
should not
employee
say
justice
you
are
are,
Wait, he's joking. That's why he's
You
laughing.
need not advise us.
Don't.
First rectify your mistakes and then speak to us. So
You
you
should
speak
not
to
tell
us
us.
better.
No,
No,
don't
you know the way
you think we all belong to
even
this?
if this is the improvement.
No, don't you think we all belong to the same fraternity? I'm a press man, you're a press man.
Yeah, you're controversial person.
Okay.
You play with people's emotions. You are not.
Thank you.
You don't have any rights to play with people's
Yeah.
emotions.
You're welcome, ma'am. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I buy you play
You are
for
sued, right?
Can't you
Someone sued you.
Are you,
Based on one of your
are you
reports.
going to keep on pulling my legs or are you going to ask any questions? Shall we start the questions?
Yeah,
Fine,
yeah.
The mic is working. The same
Yeah,
old
sure.
Tangian kind of arrangement. Huh? There's nothing has been changed with this.
You better stop judging over
I'm
yourself.
speaking about the government public conference arrangement.
That's so far enough for you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Correct.
I've been living in this kind of stone receiving
Because you have done things like you deserve.
questions. I'm already feeling like a celebrity. Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah. Once this conference ends, you'll be on another level.
What do you expect? I mean, do you expect with the kind of sharp questions you're going to ask, I'm going to hang over there? No, it's not going to happen. Even God will think twice before He gives me the death. Okay, you understand that? So don't you worry. Right?
Alright.
Do you have any questions, mister? Right? You look like a cheesecake. I like
Sir,
it. Yes. Oh, you have arranged for the press conference?
Yeah.
in
She's
Video
from the
call.
US.
Okay.
You
Yes,
know
ma'am.
American media, right?
American media. Are you
New
from
York
Daily?
Times.
Are you from Daily News or Bridgerton? Which news channel are you from? Because Shankar
that
Dheerachodan
doesn't
is-
concern you now, sir, but I have a question for you. Why do you think so high of yourself, sir? You're just a normal being like everyone.
Yeah.
May I know your name, ma'am?
My name's Kiran.
Okay, Miss Kiran, we have been trained. We all have been trained in the professional ethics of journalism, right? So we have to carry ourselves. And Kiran, pen is mightier than the sword, right? So you and me are using the pen, so we're all really mightier. So a person who is mightier can always have high self-esteem. I'm not thinking about myself. I'm having high self-esteem. There is a difference. If you want, I can send an article. Oh my God! I mean, in US we have got a lot of internet connections. We are in 2005, and India does not have a proper interconnection yet. But you living in US, who knows? In another 7 or 8 years, there is something going to be called as a search engine, which is going to be called as Google, right? So talks are over there ever since 2001. So when you are googling the name Shankar Dheerachodan, you will be knowing about the person holding the
Money
handset.
going up.
Controversies. Controversies. Playing with emotions.
Hope that answers your question. I'm having self-esteem. I'm not thinking high about myself.
Sir, but still, sir, like you said, you're a very controversial speaker. You don't know how many people you've hurt, sir. Just because you're a media person doesn't mean you can go around hurting people, and that's not really.
What had really happened to those people? I mean, just because I have written some controversial activities, is there like any sort of casualty has happened? You have got the right to remain silent. I'm talking to
No,
other
I
people.
can interpret. There's going to be a wrong perspective about those people. Who are you to judge them?
Are you going to cross question or?
Yes, I will keep cross questioning you.
I'm just trying to answer your question, Ms. Kiran Nandita. No casualty has happened, nobody has died, and nobody has faced a severe consequence because of the controversy. So, I don't think.
Sir,
I don't have
but
any-
you can always hurt a person more mentally than physically, sir.
That's something that has to be bothered by the respective person. Why do you care? Why do you care?
Because you're
If
the
you
cause
have-
of it, sir.
Hold on, I'm really sorry. I know I'm a little abusive. Hold on. If you are really very much attuned towards giving me the criticism, tell me a particular critical situation where, because of my controversial writing, people are being damaged. Do you have? Hello, Mike District. Kiran Nandita, do you have any instance?
I have. We are all. We are able
Yeah,
to
yeah.
hear you.
Tell me.
Better killing them, you are dealing with them mentally and physically.
That's what I'm asking. Did I kill anybody?
No, you did more than that. Tell me.
No.
So you, in 2004, last year, you wrote 2 articles. One was on the 1970 Indo-China War,
Impressive, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
and you came up with some racist remarks. Chinese versus Chinese. You took an aim at our our Northeastern soldiers who were from the Northeast.
Just a Dakshin Siddharth of pioneering enterprise,
Yeah.
right? Private publishing.
No, don't try to.
Mr. Dakshin. Excuse me. Chinese versus Chinese.
Yeah,
You
that's
are
what-
an Indian, Shankar is also an Indian. So, what problem do you have when I speak about Chinese?
No, you called our people from the Northeast state as Chinese because they look like Chinese. So isn't that racist? What did you do? And then
I was
1999.
staying in a hotel and there was an Nepalese girl who was serving me sandwich, and I was looking at her, she was looking at me, I was looking at her, she was looking at me, and we became very good friends. And she said that I always try to tease my friends that I'm from China. So that very good friend of mine gave me a kind of an idea. And at that day, on that specific day, exactly at 11 o'clock, I had been writing in the hotel room. So it was that
So you
Nepalese.
published it in the newspaper. Taking an aim
I
at
mean,
all
she
the
did not
people.
find it offensive. She in fact appreciated me.
She appreciated you. Thousands of people in Assam are criticizing you and condemning you.
They're criticizing me.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
problem is for me.
Yes.
I don't care. Why do you care? That's what I'm
I am
asking.
representing them right now.
Oh, you're from Assam?
No,
No, things.
I am
that-
representing their cause right now.
Oh, you're a Protestant. You're not a journalist. You're a Protestant.
I am a journalist.
Uh-huh.
Just for the sake of this interview, imagine that I am representing them.
What do you care about Assam? Assam is
Yeah,
anyhow.
people-
Hey,
No,
hey,
you're
more
supposed
than
to
the
answer my
calendar,
questions.
more than the calendars getting flipped in Assam, the entire floors are getting flipped because of the flooded
Okay,
network.
don't speak
Yeah.
like your experience here for about 100 years.
I was in Assam. I was in Assam.
When
yeah.
living there for 100 years,
I
for a
was-
century, were you?
No.
Then, who are you to judge about that surrounding?
So yeah.
Gurukulam education system teaches that girls will be very silent and timid and submissive.
Who
So
told
you're
you
completely
that?
opposite.
Now the
Let's not
girls
go
will be
into
now
that.
silence. Yeah.
They will be violent. I think you are in the area of 17th or 16th century, come to this.
Yeah.
The point is, no, I
You're
didn't.
such an old school.
I didn't complete my statement. I mean, why? You people.
You're reading around the question.
You
Just
people-
answer my question directly.
You people took birth in 7 months from your mom's womb because you people are very harsh, very fast.
What does that have to do with the
What
segments
was
that you
this?
mentioned?
Listen to me first, man. I was about to say that Gurukulam science says that girls are supposed to.
Answer my question, sir. 1971 Indo-China
No,
War
I-
article lost. Answer that question.
So you are disrespecting women right now. I'm trying to speak to her, and you are disrespecting women now.
You were
Are you not
talking
feeling
last about
disrespectful?
women.
No, sir.
Go ahead.
I asked
And
you.
I meant to say that even in the Gurukulam science, ladies are supposed to be timid and
Well,
submissive. And at the same time intellectual. Yes, you people are intellectual, but you're not timid and submissive.
Sir, girls can be however they want, sir. You
Asking
can't
about
give
girls,
judges
what do you
answer.
want?
And
Sorry,
also for
Mr.
enhancing.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yes, it was funny. Yeah.
See, it's on the floor joke I gave to Kiran Nandita. She
No,
didn't
you are
get-
not supposed to give jokes. You're supposed to give answers.
No, I'm saying, I'm trying to say,
Don't you know the basics of this?
You better adapt.
you have any questions from the right beginning. You don't seem to have any questions.
I have
You
a
are
right to
just-
cross question you.
Then ask me.
I'm honest, I will keep cross questioning you,
Yeah.
and it's my will when to ask question and when
Sir,
to ask
answer my question first, sir. Why did you do that racist thing?
What
I
happened?
was telling you, Mr. Dakshin Siddharth, that because of my Nepalese friend, and that was the
Because
spur
of
the-
the Nepalese friend?
Yeah, the spur of the moment. Hey, come on, man.
Word of the moment you published it in the national newspaper.
Why do you care? The Assam people didn't even care about it. And,
Yeah,
and
it is.
what have I written after that article? Did you notice? What have I written? I spoke about the forestry of Assam, and because of that, one new forest officer was deputed, and Assam people thanked me. And that article was published exactly 4th day from that.
That was a
particular
different article. This
No,
is a
no, no,
different
no, no.
article.
You have got this kind of a this is mechanism.
I'm asking about the China war.
Why
Not
did
fight,
they
not.
rectify
I did not
this
speak about
mistake?
China war.
I am speaking about it. It was one of your articles, right?
You were in the middle school as a 9th standard, 8th standard student when I wrote that article. You understand that you are still a prime youngster, and I was a very very happening journalist at that point of time. So you don't have the right to ask me.
Who told you this? If I'm younger than you, don't have the right to ask.
You don't. You don't.
We journalists.
As per the
We have the right. We can.
as per the publishing ethical as per the public.
Then why are we here first of all?
Actually, now you are just blabbering something.
Yeah, each
That's
one of
how
us is
they
younger
make
than you.
things.
I was having stammering. When I was 16 years old, I was
You
I was
don't
reading
try to
stammering.
patch up all
Ma'am,
this question.
he's beating around the bush, ma'am.
Reading around the bush.
Yeah, you're not answering to the questions which I asked.
Yes.
I told you. You are not allowed me to answer. I asked you to
Oh,
shut
what's
up.
answering? But
Wait,
speaking
who are
to
you?
I'm a journalist. I ask you to shut up.
No, you don't have any rights. Being a
Sir,
journalist,
just
you don't have any rights.
You're answering. You, I'll sum up your answer. You told me.
Finish.
So I'll sum up your answer. You told that you're speaking to a Nepalese friend and you wrote that article. Is that a just?
Do I get 2 minutes exactly to finish the answer that I started to read?
After 2 minutes, you're supposed to stop.
Spur of the moment, as I mentioned, and then what happened was I knew that it was controversial, and I have got this DNA that is this kind of an unit system that always provokes me, and it gives me the inducement that I should be coming up with some sort of controversial elements. And when people call it controversial, I become very very happy, and immediately, just like a Hollywood movie maker comes up with a serious movie, and then he comes up with a comedy movie, and then a serious movie, and then a comedy movie channel. I would like to write something very effective instantaneously after the controversial article. And I told you, Assam was very happy with my immediate next article in which it was fetched with a forest range officer. You understand that? So likewise, you forgot the Kargil one, right? So like
Yeah, I was coming to
every controversial article was substantiated with a kind of a funny, at the same time, a heroic article which has been creating a blossom of thoughts into the minds of the people. As long as I do that, I'm an ethical journalist.
No.
I'm
You're
not.
playing with emotion.
Writing
For
the
instance.
controversial articles. What is the reason behind it?
Officer, it's like, sorry, you are not an officer, you're just a press man.
What
That's
do
the
you know?
best man.
Who are you? Are you the president of India?
I'm also a
Are you
press
the
man.
president of India?
I am also a press man.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
You better know that.
Thank
And the next one,
Thanks for teaching me.
the 1999 Kargil war. Let's come to that. You wrote an article last year as well.
Can you allow others to ask questions?
Okay.
People around you say that you want to write controversial articles just because you want to feel the presence of this. So, can we take that as loss of self-confidence that you will be no more sustaining in the
Yeah.
media?
That's a nice question.
How do you think a person who lacks confidence can write controversial articles? I'm very confident, and that's why I've got the guts to face the controversial consequences. I know controversial articles will bring up the consequences, and I am confident to face those consequences. That's why I write the controversial things.
Just
So
to make
your
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 presence here.
your analogy of the question is really very very wrong, and it is as deceptive as you look. You understand that?
You will not say
Stop
all this.
discriminating about appearance.
When When did I discriminate?
You did now.
No, it's not called as discrimination.
You
You
did that
better go
now.
and you get Webster English Dictionary and you try to find a
You
proper
did
vocabulary.
it
You understand that?
So you've got no right to comment on.
No, I have got a proper right and I have told and I have given a plumb pleasing answer to that lady.
Now what is
That
how
I
can
am
you
the
call
most
someone
confident
discriminate?
person this particular
No,
conference hall can ever
you
produce.
weren't.
You are just a common person. You cannot be. You cannot just say any person that he is a joker and he is the power.
I did not say any person as a joker. I did not call a person as a powerful person
You
either.
only call yourself.
No.
Yeah, you call yourself. Yeah, you boasted.
He mentioned about the others. He did not mention about me.
Okay, why did you call her deceptive now?
She's very deceptive. She's actually delusional, basically speaking. She does not know what she is asking. So how could a person who is not confident can write controversial?
You don't have answers to a question, that's why you're calling her deceptive.
Are you a piece of trash? Have you seen yourself in the
Don't
mirror?
have any.
I have answered that question even that when it's silent.
Then ask
No,
the right
she's
question.
like a Zen monk. When she gets angry, then
No.
she's gonna write articles about you and you're gonna be behind the bars.
You're going to be demolished.
Well, let her try. Let her try if she has got the guts.
She has.
Write the article about it. If you are feeling happy when you hear that the controversial articles are having some
வாங்க போற பாருங்க அப்படியே உட்கார்ந்து ரெடி பண்ணு
having some consequences in the life, then you better have to change your mindset. You're just a reporter, okay?
Just a mouth.
Who are you?
Keep that in your
Who
mind.
are you?
I have a lot of experience, Daniel. You being a controversial editor and a reporter, I am far better than that.
Yeah.
We are far better than
Yeah.
that.
And even my assistant, Veer Singh, wants to ask a question to you.
First answer this question.
Yeah, first answer that question.
What was the question? When did you ask the question? What was the question? Repeat the question.
Where were you paying attention then?
What was your question? Ask her the question. Where was she paying the attention?
She asked a question.
She
everyone
was
heard.
only finding fault with
I
you.
did ask the question.
What was
and
the
it's your you
What
didn't
was
pay
the question?
attention.
What was the question?
2 plus 2 are changed.
2 plus 2 what maths?
You have the mindset of being happy after hearing the consequences that are happening because of your
It's all about the stocks coin, madam.
That takes.
So when I think, let's say for example, I get some water.
That is a hit.
When I'm traveling on the road and when I'm seeing something really controversial or really something that has to be talked about into the media, I toss the coin. Seriously, I toss the coin. Okay.
Childish.
So if it is heads, I would write controversy. Oh, if it is tail, okay, as the tail is in the rear end of the body, I would give a kind of a lighter sense on it, and I will put it in the lighter vein and make people laugh. I can make people cry, and I can make people laugh.
Why are
What
you
kind of
doing
answer is
that? That's all because of your luck.
Yeah.
And nothing
I
else.
don't try.
Sir, this is getting recorded. We are live. People are watching you.
I got nothing.
You say that we toss a coin. You say that you speak with a Nepalese friend.
It is like you think
What kind of
you
answer is this? Do you think we are jokers to listen to all your answers?
You are the junior most journalist in this entire arena, so you can better try. Okay, right? So at the end of this conference hall, if head I get, I will ask your head. If it is tail, I will kick on your rear end. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do.
Sir, are we jokers, sir?
He
Your
behaves-
proper
He
explanation.
behaves like a joker. The company has fired me. Okay, I don't have anything to lose now. The government has arranged this press conference. Do you really think?
You are answerable to the government.
Do you
That's
really
why
think
you are
my
here.
self-esteem is hanging in the balance? No, I've got nothing to lose, and they have even cut my 3 months of salary in the publishing company. Okay, so I've got nothing to lose. All right, so
So why did you arrest? Hey, what are you doing?
if you want to arrest me, arrest me.
What are you doing?
If you want to arrest me, you can arrest me. Right? So what? What is
What?
that?
Ma'am, we are cultured people, not like him.
Cultured people. Everything is a piece of trash.
Including you.
I'm leaving. I don't want. Take it, Mike. I don't want any kind of press conference here. And all the people have no sort of respect. I'm a person who has no 90 minutes of respect.
Now you will lose all your respect that you would say that.
Great job, great job. Good job, sir. Good job.
One day,
One day.
there will be a headquarters in the name of Shankar. And it is going to be equivalent to BBC, Times of India, and of course NDTV. And you,
Let's see.
you, keep watching.
We will buy you a water. We will.
Sir, ECB.
Keep watching.
Good luck on your unlikely likely dream, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome.
கிருஷ்ணவேணி
யாரு இப்போ இந்த சங்கர்
சங்கர்
பட்
தீரா
அப்போ
சோழன்.
ப்ரெஸ் கான்ஃபரன்ஸில் யாரெல்லாம் கொஷின்ஸ் கேட்டாங்களோ அவங்க வந்து இவன் அளவுக்கு முன்னுக்கு வரல. ஸோ இவன் கடைசியாக போட்ட சவுதம் மாதிரி நான் 12 வருஷம் கழிச்சு பார்க்குறேன் எனக்குன்ட்டு ஒரு நியூஸ் சேனல் இருக்கும் இப்போ அந்த மாதிரி வந்துட்டான். அப்படி இப்படி ஷார்ட்கட் மெத்தட்ஸில் வந்துட்டான். ஸோ அவனுக்கு வேலையை என்னன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டால் அடுத்தவங்க ஸ்க்ரூ பண்ணுறது. ஓகே ஃபைன்.
Sir, occupation, sir.
ஸோ யூ வில் ஃபிக்ஸ் தி ஆக்குபேஷன்.
Soldier from army, sir.
who's
So, one minute, sir.
Soldier from Indian Army is higher.
Sir, police officer
please help me.
Police officer,
in high rank cadre.
tell me the occupations one by one.
Sir, police officer in high rank cadre, sir. Then chief surgeon from multi-speciality hospital, sir.
Volunteer. You volunteer yourself. Anybody has got volunteer? Volunteer.
Sir, businessman or entrepreneur?
Sir, police officer in high rank, sir.
Okay, Ritan will be police officer. Dakshin Siddharth will be
Sir, I'm
businessman.
sir.
And engineering college student people leaders.
College people leader is Kalpita.
Sir, chief
Sir.
surgeon, sir.
Chief.
Surgeon,
A
sir.
doctor. The chief surgeon is Mitra. Yeah, Kiran.
Sir, an agriculturist with diligent plot of land at his village.
Okay, agriculturist by Kiran and Mitra.
Sir.
Chief surgeon.
Prabhu Aditya.
No problem.
Sir, a businessman or an entrepreneur who is doing business having the headquarters built on India, sir.
That is taken by Dakshin Siddharth.
Depending on what are the demands of college people.
That is taken down, Prabhu.
Business, salaried professional from an MNC, from an MNC.
Okay, sir.
Unemployed rebellion and master protester. All of either.
Unemployed rebellion.
Farmer.
Kiran Farmer.
Sir,
Yes, Prabhu.
Sir, I'm unemployed officer.
sir, engineering college students, pupil leader, sir.
Okay, let me give you the star. 1 second. Ritan, police officer. Dakshin, businessman. Hariharan, Indian Army, soldier. We are yet to listen from Krishnan, but Kalpita volunteered for becoming the pupil leader, college pupil leader. Mitra has volunteered for becoming a surgeon. Kiran has volunteered for the agriculturist. So you and Prabhu Aditya and Krishnan.
Sir, unemployed, sir.
So Krishnan has taken the unemployed protester. So இன்னும் ரெண்டு இருக்கணும்.
Sir, இன்னும் ஒன்று இருக்கு sir.
No, sir. In 9 members, 2 are there.
Sir, இப்போ salaried professional.
Salary profession in the multinational corporation.
இன்னும் பாலாஜி நாட்கள்
Sir.
That's not Prabhu's house.
Sir, Prabhu வந்து entrepreneur சொன்னாங்க.
A controversial football player, Prabhu Aditya.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
And for Balaji, we will scrap that salary professional. For Balaji, it is the animator who is very controversial but at the same time very effective. What's for Pixar Studio?
Sir, can you repeat that, sir?
Pixar, sir.
Pixar, animator. So,
Public speaker in that he expose anything about anything. So, yeah.
Sir,
yes.
sir, one question, sir. So the people who were in the press meet with Shankar Dheera Chora, did they switch their professions to these professions, sir, or did they just not come as high as Shankar, sir?
No, they are actually in there sticking to their occupations. They did not switch or they did not change anything. They are actually from their occupation only. So they are in the occupation right from the beginning. So we will keep this way. Instead of the other people asking question, very quickly Shankar Dheera Chora will ask 3 or 4 questions for every single member. So we have 9 members here, 9 participants here.
9 sir.
9, 4, 36 questions. So the duration shall be, now the time is almost 6 o'clock.
அது கூட evaluation இருக்கு sir.
This,
So maximum 3-4 minutes time per person.
Plus 1 minute
Sir,
evaluation.
you asked me what are the profession of also.
சும்மா ரேண்டமா உங்க ப்ரொஃபஷனை பொறுத்த ஒரு கொஸ்டின்ஸ் கேட்பேன். நீங்க அந்த ப்ரொஃபஷன்ல
நீங்களே
இருந்து
கேளுங்க சார் அப்புறம்.
ஆமா சங்கர் தேர் சோழன் மட்டும் தான் கேட்பாங்க. நீங்க அதுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி
professional
3 minutes extra sir.
3 minutes.
3 minutes per person and 1 minute for evaluation. Evaluation நீங்க சொல்லுங்க அன்னைக்கு மாதிரி பண்ணுங்க.
Okay, so இல்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெசன் பண்ண பாயிண்ட்ஸ்
Sir.
அது யாரும் ஒழுங்கா கவனிக்க மாட்டாங்க. Any questions from the online members?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, I will ask questions by walking around, alright? Okay.
So we
So, I'm going to have 9 coins. Okay, coins, I said that's not a good idea. We'll start with a police officer. No, volunteer first one. Surgeon. Surgeon, 1, college student, and soldier. And right, okay, we'll come on to that. Okay, so we are starting the proceedings with Mitra, and 3 minutes for Mitra.
We can also ask questions also.
இல்லடா 3 நிமிஷத்துல முடியாது. பட் நீங்க ஏதாவது கொஸ்டின் இருந்துச்சுன்னா கேளுங்க. அந்த 3 நிமிஷத்துல எப்படி பேலன்ஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க பாருங்க. 3 minutes. Okay, good. Sit down. So give a big hand for Mitra. She's the first person.
All the best, Mitra.
Thank you, Kiran.
Mitra is a surgeon, and she has been. Sit down. Wait a minute. Mitra is a surgeon, and there are 2 controversies under her name. She's innocent. Basically, everybody's good people, but this guy tries to screw. Okay, so she's basically a good person, a good surgeon, but there was one controversy on her. That is exactly after 15 days of a heart surgery that she performed, way back in the month of March, the candidate died. So that's one controversy. Another controversy. And another controversy is her medication has always been from one particular medical representative company. So the society thinks that she is earning money for that. Without another controversy. So now 3 minutes time span is going to start for Mitra. Online team, you might be hearing my voice because I will have to seating arrangement மாத்த விரும்பல. நான் இவங்களை பார்த்து உட்கார்ந்தேன்னா you will not be able to see. So let me walk around and you would like to answer. These are all public people.
Okay, so
3, 2, 1, go.
So good morning, our doctor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Miss Mitra,
Yes, sir.
you know me?
Are you Mr. Shankar Deena Cholan, sir?
sure.
Shankar Deera Chowdhury. Yes,
Sorry, sir.
I am.
Good morning, sir. Namaste, sir.
Sit down, please. Sit down, please. Well, I am conducting this press conference. As you know, your face is glowing across the globe now. BBC, Times of India, NDTV, and they believe in me. And we have only 3 minutes, and I don't want to have any personal interactions over here. Why did you kill a person, unfortunately?
Kill a person.
Yeah, you did kill a person in the month of March. A person who has underwent heart surgery exactly 15 days later, and with the kind of the license that you had for giving him the ventilation, the person ultimately died. So what's the explanation?
Sir, normally every doctor and every surgeon does the operation very well to his or her best level, sir. And it's based on the age category of the patient, sir. And he was like 70 years old and it is common, sir. Heart surgery, there was a severe block in his heart, and that's how he performed.
I agree.
India wants to know why did you give assurance to his son that you will bring him back into the shape, and why did you promise that the case is reversible? That the case was not reversible. He died out of pneumonia.
Sir, yes, sir. Normally we used to do heart surgery, sir. And
You're nervous.
no, sir.
That's why you are meddling up with the mic.
No.
You're basically nervous. And in the press conference, if you are nervous and if you are meddling with the knife, how can we expect you to hold a scalpel during the operation theatre?
Sir, why
And
do you-
that is the reason why that poor old man has died.
One minute, sir. The assurance that I made will be based on the heart level, that is the heart rate of the person, sir, and the capability of that person and his or her immune system, sir, and also his or her age criteria, sir. So age was about 70.
Just because a 45-year-old goof old man has approved of your opinion, I'm not going to take it up. Do you understand? You are speaking to Shankar Dheerachon and it is not an ordinary kind of a...
Sir, I'm not. Let me complete, sir. I'm not just speaking because of his approval, sir.
We are
I'm
not ready to
expecting
listen to your
your
Aesop tale, lady.
Sir, I'm not expecting.
I am going to state one more. We have got a report over there, and that report says exclusively from there are some kind of molecular transaction system that you are holding up with one particular medi company, and that medi company is also dealing with many waste, and those people are bringing up paracetamol medicines, probiotic, antibiotic medicines, and you have brought a tire, and you have earned at least 65,000 rupees per month by suggesting those medicines to the consumers. One more minute extension. What answer would you like to give for it?
Sir, that's on the other side, sir. But the medicines that we buy from that pharmaceutical company is without the side effects, sir. And it's very effective for the patient, sir. And after hearing the